paid a heavy price. But the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this. But the bonds hold. For now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us Ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first, but were managed by your corrupt gods. Your kind opened the way, and now we return to claim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down!
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The Ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
So let's... Hi. Right? Was it going to be silent or not? Who knows? Let's see. Oh, you can see me for sure. Grim Dawn. This is... You know, I was going through all the character making and all the MMOs, and MMOs are such a fucking letdown. Can we just all agree that MMOs are a dead genre? But the character customization and everything in DDO is actually on point, right? So DDO is still good. I think it's the only one that's good. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this bitch right up. Render high quality grass and foliage, ambient occlusion, soft particles, and this is gonna definitely require a restart. Oh, sexy.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
What happened? How
You
did it get
were
here?
possessed, so we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Well, no
He's
shit.
up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
First off, you liar. You didn't fucking cut me down. The captain shot me down. So, the Grim Dawn basically is gonna feed my need to do the character development, but it's in a legitimate setting. In a completed game that is paid for, where it's not filled with microtransactions and all the horse shit that you see in MMOs nowadays. So I can't help but be excited, at least a little bit, about this one. And I think this is a hardcore character. Oh no, hardcore veteran. Damn it. This is when I make myself suffer. We're gonna get rid of hardcore. We're getting rid of the hardcore aspect. I'm allowed to die.
Still
we're on stream.
drawing breath. He's
But we're gonna play to win, right? Like, we're gonna play to survive. Every second of the game is gonna be a fight for survival. And one of the
You're not
coolest
looking
parts...
too bad for some. The bodies of the dead
Sorry.
are rising again in some horrible unluck.
Wait, hold on, guys.
You're not
Sorry.
looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally, I'd have burned you with the rest
Very
to be safe,
Eldritch.
but
Eldritch
we've lost too many people
love
to the dead. I need someone expendable, someone with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that person.
Hey, I love his honesty.
Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
John Bourbon in fucking Grim Dawn is an awesome character. Fight me. Right up
The
there with
bodies of the
Declan
dead
Kane.
are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the Burial Hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the Burial Hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Okay, we're gonna
You will
find
need to
Mary.
fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've
I love
crossed the
Lower
stream on the
Crossing.
far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms too.
There you go.
Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
How poetic is that? Our hour of need. Like, there's the writing in this is great. The voice acting it's good. At some points it's great, but it's never less than good. The gameplay is so fucking crisp. One of the things I love the most about it is how tough it can be to kill things of level. Not actually, the time to kill enemies is much lower than most other games, where they just send swaths. You know that Dynasty Warriors fantasy, where you're like this god on the battlefield. That's for average Joes who have a life that they haven't dedicated to video games. You know, that's what they want. That's what they expect video games to be when they play them. But for me, the pacing in something like Grim Dawn is exactly what I've been craving. First off, we're going to change that. What is our classic casting? No, thank you. The video is all good. Key bindings are fine. Actually, we're going to fix that. Nope. Not Diablo. We're not doing it that way. Anyway, we need to decide what class we're going to be. I have a few favorites. There are so many interesting ways to develop your character, but it's an ARPG, so it's combat. The DDO provides defense experience. Oh, I love it. It fucking smashed, dickhead. And there's nothing more fun than killing undead. And I think I got that from EverQuest when I would hang out in Curtin's Tower, especially after learning about the lore as a kid. Nice. That just killing undead and killing zombies is so fucking fun. And I mean, zombies are always cool. They've always been cool. They'll continue to be cool. So, and look at these abominations. You have like undead, eldritch horrors, Cthulhu-style cults, and it's just so good. It's so good. Oh, I gotta get out of there. Alright, so let's talk about that yellow bar there. That yellow bar is the stamina system. Basically, it's a refill. Think of it as a gas tank for your life. When your life gets empty, it'll pull from the yellow, which kind of is your ability to stay in combat, which is important. It's an important distinction between that and just a full health bar. You know what I mean? Because one implies sustainability, the other implies counter sustainability. Because you could have super low hit points, but a high gas tank, so maybe take one hit point and fight, but you can just refill for hours because you have super high stamina. Or conversely, you could have a shit ton of hit points, but when they're gone because you don't have a lot of stamina. It's such a clever way to represent stamina in a game that I haven't seen done anywhere else. And no, Elder Scrolls did not do stamina better. They did stamina exactly how you would expect stamina to be done, which is good because for something to be intuitive and play off expectations is fantastic. But I think one of the best stamina systems I've seen implemented into a game is Grim Dawn. There's so much about Grim Dawn to love. And I gushed over EQ. I've gushed over Doom. I've gushed over Armored Core. But a true titan amongst all of them, and one that kind of stands influence as far as customization, as far as intuitive combat, classes that are unique with an identity that isn't hogged by another. So there's incentive to play different classes because you always feel like you're missing out. It's like, yeah, I can do this, the Necro can do that, I can do this. It's the same feeling I get. It's the same feeling I get when I play Dungeons & Dragons online. It's that I can't get enough customization. There's so much of it that I'm always wanting to try something new. I can't play a character more than an hour without wanting to try a new one that's totally different or even just a little bit. And I think that's a sign of a great RPG. If you can barely get past the character selection screen and you've been playing for 40 hours, they might have a good character. They might have a good character building system. That's all I'm fucking saying. Like, and that's that's exactly what I look for. So when I was playing Rift, I was having a good time, but I was playing Neverwinter, which was much more polished. I wasn't. I didn't enjoy Guild Wars at all. At all. And the thing is character identity. While each of the characters have their own identity, that identity is limited within itself. So say you look at Rift, right? And with Rift, you have a priest, but within the priest, you have like 9 different souls, which can be combined 9 by 9 different ways, and it just opens up gameplay options. Level 3, so we should be, well, what are we gonna be? Hold up, we didn't have this discussion. Soldier, no, they're cool, but no. Well, maybe. Cadence, Markovian's Advantage, nah. Damn, I kind of want to be a demolitionist. And just do rifles. Oh, Jesus. They're so cool. And all the classes here are something that you won't really see in other games. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting my buttons. It's been a minute. Yeah, I know they're unassigned. Arcanist, cool as fuck. Shaman, amazing. Necro, amazing. Oathkeeper I tried to get into, but really couldn't. But the Demolitionist so far is my favorite. Reason being is there's this I forget how many points I get. I get 3 per level. So now I get 2. I kinda want to just dump it all into this. That's a stun, that's a confuse. I guess flashbang. I would just take flashbang. Fuck it. So every level is going to be 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, or 2, 2, maxed out, whatever. But we're going to crawl up that way. Yeah, there's no mistaking it. I love the Demolitionist. So as far as flashbang goes, we'll use Francis's gun. With 2 points available, we're going to do physique and cunning. Always physique. We're going to wear heavy armor. We're soldiers. But yeah, it's like, it's so hard to describe because to tell you why this is so good, I'd have to stop every 5 minutes or so and go on like a fucking 15-minute diatribe. But look, like this shortcut here to a more difficult area that you should have access to, but that's highly rewarding if you can finish it. This map is always the same, so you always know where this stuff is, so you can play around it. But the combat itself is so diverse that that's where the enjoyment comes from. That's where the creativity comes from. Give me a second. I pull my head out of my ass and actually play. But yeah, I was fussing over the Demolitionist, which is what we're gonna do. Please give me a rifle. So yeah, I kind of like that hit and move. Hevel's greatsword is cool, but it's lightning damage. Better for a shaman, which I played and I fucking love Shaman Necro. And that's another thing, is that the classes are so good, all of them, that I played every one of them, and I'm like, yeah, I can totally get down with this class again, anytime. Do we have the flashbang set up? We don't. Flashbang. Right. Boink. Fuck off, buddy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a door team kicks in your shit, throws in a flashbang, but instead of getting plugged with rifles, they all come in with great swords and chop you to bits. Jesus Christ. Humanity is brutal. Shit like that actually happens, so. Thank God I live in America. Like, y'all have no idea. This country's amazing. Don't have to worry about African warlords trying to fucking kidnap my kids, make them child soldiers. Like, go fuck yourself. If you think this country sucks, go fuck yourself. Straight up. And YouTube can privatize that video for that opinion too, but let me tell you something. We have an amazing life. even at the bottom of the barrel, we have an amazing life. It could always be better. Well, okay, go find better. Enjoy that process. I'll be busy appreciating what I have. Speaking of which, one of the finest examples of Western RPG game design in the world. Grim Dawn is such an unsung hero of action RPG. Like, I've spent more time with this than I have. This was my D2 remake. When D3 was out, D3 was so trash and disappointing in every single aspect, and to say anything otherwise means that you weren't around. Not that you weren't around, you weren't participating in Diablo 1 and 2. So you just enjoyed Diablo 3 because you really weren't invested in the series, be honest with yourself. Just like, I can't believe I streamed World of Warcraft. I was so desperate. I was like, fuck it. I'll try any MMO, like, I'll try any, whatever gets people to care. But it was so gross. Every moment of it was just disgusting. Oh, man. Damn it. No. We're not going to do one-handed weapons. I am kind of digging the flashbang. I've never used it enough. And now I'm kind of like, because I would always do like ADC style builds. Because I'm basic. I started with ARPGs on fucking Diablo 1. ADC was all you got. And some fucking goons gonna go, oh, you can do like flame wave or firewall and shit. Listen, man, it's not the most complicated game. Auto attack builds are pretty useful. Stop doing what you're doing. That flashbang is so fucking cool. I can't wait to upgrade it. And I love how there are things that we take for granted in game design. One of them being conveyance. There's this whole Mega Man X video where conveyance was the theme, and I fell in love with it because it unlocked a part of my brain where I'm like, that's the problem with some games that I haven't been able to put to words, is that they're not readable. But in this game, no matter how chaotic it gets, I always know what's going on, where I am, and what status effects I'm putting on the enemy. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god, I love it. Look how cool this is. Throwing flashbangs at zombies, like, where do you get off having this much fun? And then chopping them down with a big fucking electric sword. Like, okay, have more fun than that, try to. It's not gonna happen. I should have show items on all the time. And I do. Okay, cool. Now, it does got a little bit of hang time, no matter how close they are. So expect it's not going to be as instant as you might think at first when you throw it to get the effect. Because he sort of lobs it. But how fucking brilliant. I'm so glad I bought Grim Dawn years ago. Because I feel like, you know, sometimes you'll be like, oh, you know, I played this game way back when, this and that. And you're sort of like in an exclusive club. Same with music, same with movies. Like, oh, you haven't seen that? And all of a sudden you feel like, well, damn, I'm part of this thing. You're not, and I want to get you into it. Grim Dawn is one of the few things with me. Like, even with EverQuest, it's amazing to me, right? But I'm not going to try to get my wife into EverQuest. I'm not going to try to get my friends into EverQuest. I can't get anybody into it because I can't justify it, you know? And then I was playing Red from like, oh, this is fantastic. The combat character design is intricate. It's just surrounded by all this monetized bullshit. I can't recommend it to people because it's an MMO. No matter how cool the character design system is, there's nothing to do with other people, and you're going through the beginning areas, and there's no people around, which makes the game eerie, because it's supposed to be centered around people. But with something like Grim Dawn, it's a single player action RPG. I can easily sell this. It's an easy yes for everybody because you're buying a single player game. You know exactly what you're getting into. You can play with friends, but let's be real. An action RPG is not incumbent that multiplayer is the most important aspect. In fact, the better the single player is, the better the multiplayer component's going to be. So, it's allowed to stand on its own merits, and it's not like it has real competition. Who's competing with fucking Grim Dawn? Diablo? Like, I get it. They won the popularity contest. I get it. But Cardi B's more popular than fucking the Statue of David. Does it mean she's better? No. You'd be hard-pressed to find anything more well-designed than this. Which is cool. It's kind of neat. We get increased radius the more we level up Flashbang. So I'm thinking... And it's just generally more effective. I'm gonna dump a couple points into that. We might go we might go shot for shot between Flashbang and Fire Strike. I really want a rifle. Alright, I was staying with a group of survivors down at Devil's Crossing, you know, the old prison, but supplies started running low. I volunteered to go scavenging around Lower Crossing, figured it was safe enough, but I was wrong. I got chased in here by a pack of ravenous rift scourges, though I can't hear their maddening skittering anymore. I suppose I had you to thank for that. Can you imagine skittering? What a scary word. Skittering is like spider legs tapping on the ground. It doesn't matter though, the area is overrun with the dead. We won't make it 5 feet without getting surrounded. Our way back should be clear now. Take a rift gate. Yeah, it's the thing that they're pouring out of. I like how everyone treats your character with suspicion. Like you're not the chosen one. They were just hanging you minutes before fucking you woke up. So it's all a desperate, hopeless fight for survival. Which is what it's supposed to be.
I can't carry anymore.
Another thing about Rift that was kind of getting under my skin was how hokey it was. It was hokey. It didn't take itself seriously at all, which some people might see as a strength. I don't. If you're going to create a world, sell that fucking world. It really felt like with the humor that they just gave up on themselves. Which I get. You know, game designs, being in the game industry can be taxing, maybe even a bit hopeless. But don't let that reflect in your project. Quit your project and then do something else until you feel better. Because the humor, quote unquote, Rift didn't feel like humor. It really felt like they just gave up. Yeah, it's such a shame though. I think there's a good lesson in game design there. It's not one I'm ever gonna play. I'm never gonna put money into it because it's not of that quality. It's just one I would pick up to be like, oh, this mage is so interesting. But to support it in any other capacity than that is dishonest. That would make me feel kind of gross. Oh, damn. I gotta let the stamina work me over a bit. Oh shit, let's go. I love debuffs, boy. I love debuffs. Now you can't do the things you want to do? Fuck off. And for fights like that where I take a lot of incidental hits, having a good medium HP pool with high stamina is really beneficial. It's like, okay, I gotta regroup. So I run off, I regroup. I really need a rifle. I think I saw enough of them get dazed that it was safe for me to get in there. I need a rifle so bad. Why are you... Okay, so we're gonna keep it up with the flashbang. Another half a meter every level. This is really making me want to just dump all of my points into flashbang. Okay, cool. I'm digging it. We do need a primary attack, though. I guess that's what the second class would be for. So this isn't very foos. First order optimal strategy. But I feel like it's actually got the potential to go somewhere. Confused. So what does it do again? Alright, we have confuse target 2 to 5 seconds and reduce their defense. So you're gonna get hit. Really? Hell no. Let's find somewhere to level up. We're gonna work around these challenges. You know what? Why don't I just use it? Okay. That music is fucking awesome. I wish it would slow them down. That would be nice. That damn thing's gonna keep hitting me and stopping my regen. Thick-ass zombies. Come on, come on. Got it. We need those. Nice. It's hitting like almost every time. I know we don't have the AoE damage, I get it. But I don't know, this is kind of like, this is fun. This is, how I feel it should be played. And it allows me to do that, so I'm going to. Nice. We're almost there. We got pushed way back. Way back. But I'm not going to the cave until I level. So close. Hold on. We're getting there. What is that? Finnegan's bread. Not anymore, buddy. More like Finnegan's dead. Error. That was hilarious. Yeah, dodging projectiles is a thing. Which I've always been a fan of. We got this. I didn't move in time. Okay. We're gonna go physique and cunning. Then we're going to do skills. 1. Blackwater cocktail were concocted when more conventional explosives ran low. These improvised firebombs leave self-fueled blaze upon impact and are particularly effective against tightly packed enemies. It's a fucking Molotov cocktail. Hard to hate it, right? But we're gonna do flame touched. We're gonna stick with the flashbangs because searing light has some fumble and have impaired aim. And I'm cool with that. So let's flame touched. Oh, we haven't been using Fire Strike. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's about to get way easier. I knew something was off. Yep. Way easier. Okay. We weren't even using our main attack. Of course. I'll take that. Good to go. I don't need that reminder every time. Thank you, though. Wait, we've been here? No, we haven't. Oh, yeah. Now it's like they're actually getting shot. Oh, nice. Nope, I'm not dealing with you until I'm done down here. Oh, he's gonna be a long-ass fight. And I gotta pee too? Jesus, this sucks. Hold on. I walked right into that. Did you see it? It's really just shot by shot. This fight's all about patience. Patience and move. But I think 5 more DPS enough. Don't stand in the goop. Never, ever stand in the goop. Damn it. Underpowered. Hitting that content wall. Chilled steel. I'll take it. That was deliberate, by the way. Nice. Over to you. So there are some things that you're not really going to avoid melee. Like that. But avoiding the acid bomb or the bile spit, whatever that is, the vomit. That's obviously what I'm supposed to be doing. And then dragon in those areas. Hack away. Nice. See? Difficult encounters that are controllable with knowledge and execution. Thank you. I say thank you as if it helped. Alright, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So, we're back to it. Yeah, so the best way to take this, if you've never played it before, is little by little, right? There's actually a lot to this. Outside of the character development, I would just pick a build that looks along the lines of what you want to do. Like, you know how to read dual wielding. It gives you a dual wielding bonus, go for it. And just trust that the developers know what they're doing. But as a rule of thumb, this right here, current level 5, should be the same level as you. 6, so I'm 1 behind. But yeah, this should be level 6 with me, so I'm going to dump 2 points into it next level. So this is your level, and then whatever the fuck you pick up here. And you can change it. It just gets expensive. So don't be afraid to change it. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to try new things. Just know that when you make a character, have an idea of at least the big things. I want to use two-handed weapons. I want to use ranged weapons. I want to use ice spells. I want to use summons. Things like that. And then if an ability gives you a bonus at those things, trust that these developers are smart enough to make it worth your while to use it. Because fortunately, these guys are smart enough and they've made the abilities worthwhile. You may tweak a few things here and there as you grow with your character, but that's why it has such a generous but eventually restrictive character reset system. Which comes right after this beginning sequence, the first dungeon where we fight the first real boss, which is the Doom check. And I'm playing on veteran, so the enemies won't be as difficult for you. And veterans, obviously, for people who want the game to be harder. If you don't want the game to be harder, that's totally fine. Like, why make things hard on yourself? We all play for different reasons. So me, total masochist, like, bring it. Beautiful. Oh, we're gonna make our way down there. Here we go. Now, if we're not able to hack down this army in a timely fashion, what's gonna happen is it's gonna get too big to handle. We're fucked. We're fucked. Which might be what actually goes down. Nope. I'm gonna cut my way through here. I knew I could. I knew I'd make it. I'm so fucking... And you got chopped away all the way through all these little fucking extras just to get to the boss. And if you can't do that, then you're not ready. It looks like we're not ready. This build is a little more difficult to maintain than others in the beginning. At least that's what it seems like. We don't have any AoE is what it is. kind of a fan of single target damage though. I like boss fights. Skill shots. That's why my AoE is debuff and not Molotov cocktail. There we go. But I do need a rifle. Kind of dumb. I can't seem to find one. Hold up. Hey, I'm back. Oh no. Was I open mic the whole time? I hope not. Okay, I had to drop off a ladder that wasn't mine. Oh, geez, don't be. All right, I had to rag on y'all for a second. Sorry. Not in a bad way, in an endearing way. I had to be like, damn it, I'm trying to sell people on this fucking game. It's impossible. Alright, so this is quite a pain in the ass. Holy shit. Are we really gonna be able to do? Yeah, we can do this. I can do this. 35 years of gameplay. It's not can I do this, am I patient enough? And the answer is yes. I am. And I'll prove it. Hold on. Yeah, so veteran might not be the route for you. If what you're seeing you don't like. But hold on. We're gonna get him. Let's do a little boss damage. Focus him down. We gotta throw one like every 5-6 seconds. We're gonna use our potions. They're part of the design. No shame. Come on. There are some builds that make this fight super easy, and some like the one I'm doing now, along with the weapon combination, to where it's just not sustainable. Well, it's obviously sustainable. I won. Proof's in the pudding. Here we are eating. That was a win. Counts for me. We have any? Nope, none. I need a sip of water. Be right back. All right, I'm I'm back. I swear to God, I'm back this time. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I suck. Whatever. Like, hey, dickhead, you're here for us, not for you. What? You know, like, okay. Maybe I'm bad at this. How about that? But at least I'm doing it. Damn. That's so fucking cool. But we are struggling forward, let me just say. I have not had this much difficulty with the build before. But I did want to try something new. I wanted to try the Live Hangout. Enjoying it. Maybe too early for control. Start with damage. Yeah, and we're not even using the chilled steel. We got one before. I remember it. I made note of it in my head, but I got so caught up in that long-ass boss battle I didn't actually put the damn thing on. Grabbing this. So the whole point was that one boss battle, right? But we still have the totem to free. Let's edit the old 1, 2. And then We are level what? 7. So this should be level 7. That augments attacks and retaliates enemies. Yeah, well. We're gonna continue with... Damn, do I want to keep going with this? Kind of. 8 meter radius. It's that radius increase that gets me every time. Because it's just flat. And it just keeps getting bigger. Wait, did we have a diminishing returns? Yeah, okay, so we're at diminishing returns. Maybe I'll stop there. Lower your defense rating and just beat the snot out of you. What up? Get it. Get it. Yep, we're gonna offer it up. That gave us... So these shrines have... I'm sorry, I didn't even stop. These are shrines of... whatever. Basically, whenever you walk up on one, you can get a devotion point. But you have to meet certain criteria. In this case, I had to give it the new resource I've been getting, which were Aether Crystals. Kind of reminding me like, hey, dickhead, you have Aether Crystals. They're important. We got a rifle. You have Aether Crystals. Remember them. So we used it to get a devotion point. What's a devotion point? Right here. You have one class. You get another class of 10 or 8. One of the two. In the middle, devotion points. A whole constellation system. Just like Path of Exile, but compressed, super compressed. So you can build upon your build depending upon your goals. In this case, I'm going to do, we can do green or blue offensive ability, but we're definitely going to do offensive ability. We'll save it. But we have a rifle. That's our character identity. Fire attack, rifle, flashbang. So far. And then I think we can Riftgate. Yep. Hearthstone, whatever you want to call it. Town portal. Okay.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source? A creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer.
Certainly
I've
will.
sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors.
Sure.
Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you.
Of course.
He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When
Okay.
you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
It feels like a season of The Walking Dead, you know? It's kind of cool. Hey, you've been cleaning up out there in Lower Crossing. If you're going to keep fighting those bastards, you'll need better equipment than that. Here's something you'll likely never see again in this world, strangers. Something for nothing. Take some iron coin off my hands. I don't need it anymore. You see, they killed my Annabelle back when the village was first overrun. Ain't nothing going to bring her back, and if it tries, I'll put a bullet through its skull. Fair enough. I got nothing left but revenge, so I pay good iron to those willing to put down those abominations. Take Pharaohs, Julius, and Negan, for instance. Used to be all good men, defenders of the Empire. Now nothing more than shambling fiends stalking the swamplands with Whitefire, slaughtering them. Got it. Something for nothing my ass. Oh yeah, he does. 250. You. Yep. The only thing we'll take is going to be a better rifle, which we can find. Blunderbuss. Ooh, fire and burn damage. That's an easy one.
Put it to good use.
Certainly will. Here. Oh, this guy we read Portal 4. He was reluctant, but he went. And here is where you can change your...
Greetings, child. I am pleased to see that the taint of possession has left you. Should you require it, I offer spiritual guidance to the survivors. I will gladly extend this service to you. My knowledge of spirits has allowed me to devise a trap with which we were able to contain you and the ethereal that controlled you. It was not until the noose was firmly around your neck that the spirit left you, though. I'm afraid that I am not at all fit for combat, which from my understanding was more than necessary for you to reach the Reanimator's lair.
Yep.
I was only able to subdue the ethereal within you with the use of a trap, which would have required the Reanimator to come to us, just as you have.
Fair enough.
Troubled memories can cloud the mind and torment the spirit. With my guidance, you can move past these painful thoughts and begin anew. My knowledge of spirits has allowed me to devise a trap with which we were able to contain you and the ethereal that controlled you. It was not until the noose was firmly around your neck.
Okay. Send through it.
I sense turmoil.
So yeah,
within
you can right click or left click or whatever to get rid of one point at a time and just kind of move them around.
Farewell.
But we're good with where we're at. As long as we can handle the pace of combat well enough, I'm okay with our damage. Not looking to one-shot everything.
Welcome to
Not
my
yet.
workshop. I saw you fighting the dead out in Lower Crossing, and I dare say you were absolutely brilliant. Evidently, cutting you off that noose was the best decision the captain made that day. Where are my manners?
Yeah, butter me up.
I'm Kasparov, scientist and inventor. What brings you to my home? Rift gates. Yes, the ethereals use them to get around. I was working on a way to close them, but then you stumbled through ours. We have never seen a human, possessed or otherwise, pass through one before. Not a living one, anyway. It was then that I realized that we could put these portals to use. There's something about you
That's a
that
good
is attuned to
realization.
the rift gates, and I intend to replicate. You don't remember anything, do you? I may have taken some liberties while you were out cold. It was just a few tests, a blood sample or two, nothing major. The results were curious. It appears that your body is still teeming with residual aether energies. Don't worry, you won't be growing any new limbs, probably. But I'm going on tangents here. I believe that with a correctly tuned pulse of aether energy, we can replicate this phenomenon
pointing
in
right
a
at the
controlled
his
manner,
face.
as in without the need for pesky possession. I've been working on just the device
how I
to
knew
do
it.
it, but it needs power. For that, I require aether crystal fragments. You'll be looking for large formations of crystals with an unnatural green glow. They are strewn about the landscape now,
Yeah, we
anywhere
found
the ethereals have left their mark. Shouldn't be too hard to find, especially around places with large concentrations of corpses. I'd check the graveyard. Be careful, though. Those crystals are a bit unstable around the living. Did you bring back the aether crystal? Excellent. These will do perfectly. I'll just place them into my device here, and... Oh my, that's not right. Not at all. That pulse, it wasn't supposed to go off. Oh dear. 1, 2... Ah, very good. I'm sure a little more aether in your system won't do you the slightest harm.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it was a lot more. But you look fine.
We're gonna steal
Fitter
points.
than ever. A real shame about the prototype, though. Showed such promise. Perhaps if... we've been so preoccupied with this Riftgate business that I completely forgot about my apprentice, Darlet. I sent her out to the Burwitch Estates to fetch parts for our research, and she's been gone entirely too long.
Oh
Seems
my
her
god,
inept. I
really?
have to say, I do feel a little responsible for her now that she's my apprentice.
No shit.
Could you please go out?
What a jerk. Okay. Like, why would you send out an apprentice in the middle of this zombie apocalypse to find shit?
The captain send you over? He must have done quite a service with the dead if he's got hands to spare for old Barnabas. Let's get to business, yeah? Our wind pump's broken down again and we're running low on water. We're all out of parts, so I can't fix her up. I
Okay.
always melt down what weapons we have, but I'm not too fond of being fired in my sleep. I'll need scrap from Lower Crossing. Search
Okay.
the ruined houses and the old dumping grounds on the far side of Lower Crossing, past the burial hill. Smash some junk. Search the bodies of those things roaming around out there. Where you get it isn't that important to me, just that you get it soon. We're running out of drinking water. Nothing to be said about ever taking a bath again.
Jeez.
Did you get the scrap? Search the ruined houses and the old dumping ground on the far side of Lower Crossing.
Far side of Lower Crossing. Got it.
Did you get the...
We will go in a moment. There we go, far side of Lower Crossing. Oh shit, this place is rough. Nope, we're out. Come on. Good God, really? What kind of a fight? It's really hard to be in the moment. So that's one of the things you have to do when you're going through this. Because you have to make moment-to-moment decisions. That's why I like when it's built. It's very limiting, but Alright. Got him. Alright, hold up. What the hell am I doing? Semi-health? No. Searing Ember? No. Chilling Steel? Yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna do Searing. We're gonna go for Synergy. Fuck it. Can we handle... Nope. Can we handle this? Target a time we can. Ooh, that's a lot of projectiles. Some sonic attacks. I just don't want to get paralyzed. Out. Nope, we gotta play fair. Okay. We got this. See, you gotta like learn every fight. They don't. Kinda got me. The tail end. Fuck yeah. Final margin. Okay, we're getting some blue items. Do we wear this? Level 14 for one, so no. 15, so no. We got some good back-to-back shit. 3% health, physical damage retaliation. I'll take that. Take that. And that. Good enough. Hey, we are 9? No way. 9 and 9. That would be all 5 from there. Or we could do that. Which I'm liking more. Yeah, I actually like this more. Well, it's kind of... Gotta love it.
Still drawing you. He's,
You're not looking too bad. The bodies you will need to...